Till this day, we are still trying to figure out the most important question asked of mankind in the West. As I usually say, I am not going to talk anymore, so let us get into the video.
What is a woman?
God.
Starting with you, go ahead. We'll actually do this around the table.
Anyone who wants to identify themselves as a woman.
Huh. Okay, we'll come back to that. What about?
Someone who was born biologically a woman.
Oh man. Anyone who wants to identify as a woman.
Is a woman?
Sure.
So what is a woman? So a woman is somebody who identifies as a woman. So
yeah, that's circular logic. Yeah. No.
and
I know.
I guess I'd bring it back to you on that too.
Man, you're honed in on her. I think that's a good one.
No, well, you gave this pretty much the same answer.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Yeah, we generally agree.
So you're.
So speak.
So what?
Speak,
So
woman.
your answer was a woman is anybody who identifies as a woman.
Yeah. I just don't think like I'm in a position to dictate how others feel. So that's my kind of mental.
Okay, Malik.
A woman is an adult human female.
A woman is a biological female.
A woman is a biological female or someone who completely transitions into a woman.
The video did better than I thought, and the answers that some of the people came up with were better than what I thought and what I expected. The person who just spoke before I paused, it made no sense, and the other people who said a woman is someone who identifies as a woman makes no sense as well. But I don't expect much from these people anymore. This person said a woman is someone who has transitioned to be a woman. You didn't even answer the question. What is that thing they are transitioning to be? This is what happens when people become propagandized to believe in nonsense. They can't even define the very thing that they are.
Not through
Okay.
just identification.
Wait.
Like,
Oh, okay.
like they
So you're
don't
saying-
just go to the.
So they could be male, but if so long as they fully transition,
Yes.
they can be a woman.
Like-
okay.
I guess
Like surgery and hormones.
I wouldn't necessarily say like bottom surgery for sure, but like
So they
you
can
know.
still have a penis.
Yeah, I mean I'll say that, but like you know
Alright.
at least
2024.
getting
woman.
into passability.
Okay. What about you?
A biological female, but I also agree because there's women, but there's also trans women, which you're asking what is a woman. So my answer would be a biological female, but there is the other side of it.
A woman is an adult human biological female.
Okay, so let me relate this a little bit to dating. So,
I didn't get a definition.
oh,
What's a woman?
all right, go ahead.
Aw.
A woman is an individual whose sex corresponds with that of the only sex which can produce offspring.
So female.
Wait, what?
Biological female.
So if you can't produce
No,
offspring, you're not a
there's
female?
some females.
This is how I know that people do not listen to what other people say. He said the total opposite of what this woman was about to say and say that there are some females who can't give birth, and that's what he was exactly pointing to. He was saying that women are those who are identified with this sex who are able to produce offspring, which means that there are some women who can't produce offspring, which is true, but they are still women. And then she for some reason goes on to say, but there are women who can't produce offspring, which was his whole point. You just said the opposite of what he just stated. As I said, these people are not that smart and they just don't listen and just follow the programming that has been taught to them and can't even follow simple logic.
Some females who can't produce offspring, right?
Are they not considered women?
So you have to be cautious. So the definition is the sex which is associated with the sex which can reproduce and have offspring. That is a woman.
But men can have offspring.
Huh?
No, they can't carry offspring.
Oh, I missed the carry part. I'm sorry.
Malik.
They can conceive young. Just do it. We'll do it that way if you want to
So,
be pedantic about
let's
the sex that which can conceive young and is associated with that which can conceive young.
Let's relate this to dating. So, are trans women women?
No.
So they're feminine, but not women.
Trans women are trans women.
But you two were kind of saying, well, if they've gone through the transition, then they can.
Because I feel like there's, especially nowadays, there's a lot of people who will like they will claim trans but not transition. And there's
let's say they did though,
like full transition.
Sure.
Before we get back into the video, I need everyone to turn on their post notifications so that you get notified whenever one of my videos come out. Like the video as much as possible, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and follow me on Twitter at YinkaThatGuy. Let us get back into the video.
I would not I wouldn't sit there and be like, you're a real woman, but I wouldn't sit there and call you a man.
So related to dating, so a man, how do I want to frame this? Is it straight as a heterosexual man to date a trans woman?
No.
Well, hold on, starting with you.
Yeah.
Yes, you're straight.
And to date a trans man, I think so. Or
So
trans,
if I'm as a heterosexual man, if I were to date a trans woman, is that straight?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I'll come back to that. We'll go around the table. Go ahead.
I wouldn't. I mean, if you consider yourself straight and you're dating a biological man, then no.
They're fully female presenting. You're attracted to the female presence, so I think so.
What if they have a penis?
I might say that that's not totally straight.
Okay.
If you are not totally straight, you couldn't be anything other than at least bisexual, which would still mean that you are gay. These people and their mental gymnastics is absolutely amazing, and they just say utter nonsense.
There's different definitions.
Okay, so it's obviously not straight if you're having sex with anything. If you're having sex in any other circumstance than heterosexual sex with two opposite genders, using logic of certain people, could present myself as a feminine presenting gay trans man. What is stopping me from presenting myself and identifying as a feminine presenting gay trans man? Because if I'm a gay trans man, it means I'm still attracted to men, but I'm feminine presenting.
Do it. No one's stopping you. Go do it.
And then if I have sex with a man as a feminine presenting gay trans man, that is not gay sex. That's straight sex.
Why even waste your time? This is super simple. Okay? You just go around the table and ask a single question. Just a single question.
Let's just continue going around the table. Yeah. So I'm confused
by... A gay trans man would be a biological woman.
Exactly.
So female who wants to have sex with men.
Men, but wants to be a man.
Yes.
So what's your point? What's your point?
The only straight sex is man, woman having sex. Trans woman is a trans woman.
Male, female.
Everyone can have their own opinion on it. To me personally, I don't consider that straight sex.
Okay.
I think anything outside of heterosexual sex I would consider pansexual. So where you accept everything or anything as it is.
Well, okay. So perhaps the better question is a male who is having sex with a trans woman. Is there any scenario where that man can claim to be straight?
No. Socially, I think so. I think the disconnect a lot of times is that if you ask a trans woman or a trans man, are you a woman or are you a man? Socially, I think they can be. If you're presenting fully, it doesn't matter what's down there, that's, I guess, you and your partner's business, but if you're presenting fully, then... what is he laughing? If you're presenting...
Well, let me just ask you a simple question. Can you be a black man?
Can I?
Yeah.
No.
Can you center up a little?
Why not?
Because I'm not.
These people just say pure word salad and say nothing. They ramble on about the most simple things in life that we've understood for centuries, and then we've come to this stage where we say that they have to be socially transitioned. They've tried to change definitions so much that we've come to this stage where we are having these types of discussions, and it's really sad.
If you present yourself as being one.
I mean, if I fully committed...
That would just be blackface.
Yeah, like if I literally could become one, sure. Like all I'm saying is that if...
What do you mean become one?
Okay, wait. What I'm saying is that if there is a person or a trans woman just going about their day, whatever, and you didn't know that they were a trans woman, I would say socially that they could be considered a woman just for the sake of just having it easy. I'm not gonna.
So if I showed up at a party and I pulled a rabbit out of a hat, does that mean that socially I could do magic, or would I just be presenting an illusion?
I think a little bit of both. If you could trick people, I'm not saying that it's not an illusion.
If you can trick people, right? If you can trick them, so it wouldn't change the fact of the matter. It would be a trick.
That was a great point by Andrew. Just because you socially present as a woman doesn't mean you're a woman. You can trick people is the catch, and that's what he was pointing out. You can deceive people, and that's what he was pointing out. It doesn't mean it is true. That's the thing with these people. People can deceive people. It doesn't mean they are that thing that they are deceiving people to show themselves to be.
If you presented yourself as a black man, would that be the fact of the matter, or would it be a trick?
It would, I guess, be a trick. So I guess maybe I miscommunicated of like, you cannot physically I can't physically become a black man.
Oh, then how come a man can physically become a woman ever, or a woman physically become a man?
I think surface level they can. Like they can't.
Well, what does that mean though? That just means that they're tricking you, right?
Yes, definitely. Just tricking you.
So what you're saying is that there are some people out there who can trick you into believing a thing which is not true.
Yes.
Okay. Well, then if that's the case, then I agree.
And that's the video there. They've really just been deceived to believe in the nonsense that they believe in and been propagandized to believe in the nonsense that they believe in. That we are now discussing whether men can become women and women can become men. But for some reason, you can't be a white person and become black. I don't know how it works, but that will be the same thing that you socially present to be a black person. So therefore, you should be a black person. But anyway, that was another video, another reaction. As I usually say, if you guys enjoyed the video, like the video as much as possible, comment down below, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and follow me on Twitter at YinkaThatGuy, and I am out.